A 17-year-old Maryland girl accused of serious crimes against a teenage boy with autism is now being treated as a juvenile in the court system.
A judge made that decision today, and that's when things started to move very quickly. Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell is live from the courthouse in St. Mary's County. So, Brad, we understand the victim's father was pretty upset about this.
Yeah, you know, Allison, he really was. He wanted this young girl to be severely punished. He wanted her treated as an adult as she was originally charged. But there was a hearing held today for a judge to determine whether or not she would stay an adult or go juvenile. And after reviewing the brutal evidence in this case, he said this is a juvenile case. The St. Mary's County judge spent nearly 45 minutes in his private chambers watching the videotaped abuse. When he returned to court, he described how the 17-year-old girl beat and humiliated the teenaged boy with autism, how she forced the Chopticon High student to fall through ice on a frozen pond, how she held a knife to his throat. He called the girl a criminal with a chilling lack of empathy. He also said she is a juvenile, not an adult, and should be treated as one by the court. It is not what the victim's father wanted to hear.
I think that she's a predator that preyed upon a weak and vulnerable person, and I'm afraid for my family and the community.
We're protecting his identity in order to protect his sons. The St. Mary's County resident says his boy is high functioning, but was used and abused by the girl.
It would be similar to she was working in an assisted living facility and someone was physically vulnerable and she was abusing them.
Today, after the case was moved to juvenile court, the girl, with her lawyers and her parents at her side, admitted her guilt to a charge of second-degree assault and the creation of obscene material.
She now will be treated in a rehabilitative and therapeutic setting in the juvenile system.
As for the victim, his father discounts reports that he didn't mind the treatment he got, and he actually misses being with the girl.
He's struggling. I'm trying to make things as normal as possible so he can attend school and thrive.
Now, we can also tell you that the victim's mother had a different idea. She didn't want to appear on camera, but she did tell us that she felt this was probably the right decision. She says this girl, 17-year-old girl, needs help, and this way she will get it, and it would have done nobody any good for her to have a very long prison term she faced if she was treated as an adult, up to 80 years in prison. In Leonardtown, Brad Bell, ABC 7 News.